Hey everybody, Jeremy here. Today we're talking about the Nexigo Iris. This is a new webcam just freshly released this week, although it was announced at CES 2022. And it packs a punch. It's got what they claim is the largest sensor available on a webcam. As you can see here on their website, it comes with a remote control, it's got a USB cable, and this is one chunky boy webcam. Has a 1 by 1.8 inch Sony sensor, advanced image processing, and all the stuff that Nexigo's higher end cameras are known for. So enough of looking at the website. Let's take a look at the actual box. Now, there's my hand as a comparison for size. This is a good size box. Pretty well done as far as packaging concerns. It has a flip up end. Get my finger under there. Believe it's magnetic. And inside the box, start with what's in the top. Got two booklets. We've got the quick start guide and a user manual. Both I've looked through a little bit and they seem to be passable. There is also a remote control, which we'll go ahead and take that out of the packaging. And I think I'm going to run and grab some batteries. And then the main event is the webcam itself. Get some packaging off this. And that is one chunky webcam. Again, there's my hand for size comparison. It does have a privacy cover that you can slide over to one side or you can remove it completely. And on the back of it, it does have USB and HDMI. Okay, so get some packaging out of the way and let me change some things around and we'll come back and take a look at this in a little more detail. Okay, so let's go ahead and see if we can try something out a little bit different this time. I am going to attempt, even though we're recording this in ScreenFlow, I'm going to attempt to bring up OBS and see if we can't do something a little bit different here. And we are going to go ahead and add a video capture device. And we'll use the mirror box. And we're going to bump that up to 1920 by 1080. And we're going to say OK. Now, make sure this bugger is turned on. And maybe it's not going to let me mess with both of these recording applications at the same time. But it did actually show up. Let's go and add a second video capture device. And we'll add this as the USB. And we can do 4K there. We're going to do 1080p. Okay. That definitely has a wide view. Let's take a look at some options. There's streaming mode, meeting mode, low light mode. And out of the options, I think this is probably the best for this room at the moment. We also have the options to look at the firmware version. It's all in good. And let's see. What if we set, we'll add preset 1. And this we're actually going to have to play with a little bit. So let's see, if we zoom in a bit, be off to one side, maybe we'll add that as preset 2. We can go back to 1. Put me over this way a little bit. And we'll make that preset 3. So we can go here, go there. There we go. Okay. Not bad. Okay, so now that is showing up with the HDMI version as well. And that's all good. Okay, so again, this webcam is able to be recorded through HDMI or USB. With HDMI, you get uncompressed 4K, up to 4K 60. Let me double check that. Okay, so with HDMI, this will do up to 1080p 60. It'll do 4K at 30 or 25 frames per second. So yeah, this is not an inexpensive camera, but here's where the fun part starts. Right now I've just got this going into the mirror box capture card, and that is great. What makes this special is that you can use a switcher like the ATEM Mini, and you can bring this in and you can switch with other video sources using that device. This is, as far as I'm aware, a first for a webcam. And yes, there are devices out there that cost more than this webcam that will let you take a traditional USB webcam and transcode it to HDMI, and then you go into a capture box. But that gets a little wonky. Lots of extra cabling and things you need to do. So, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Again, this is a new camera. The MSRP on it is $249. Currently available through the Nexigo website. Again, this is not a sponsored video. I did purchase this with my own funds. But I do see this as a pretty substantial upgrade from the Logitech C920 that I have been using on and off for several years now. Alright, so let's go ahead and I'm going to wrap up this part of the video. I think I will record some video with the new camera and splice that in here at the end. And hopefully this will help people determine if this is a camera they want to think about purchasing. Alright, here we are coming in from the Nexigo Iris N1000. I'm going to go ahead and play with the zoom a little bit with the presets. There's preset number 2. Preset number 3. And this should be back to the home position. Hopefully this will give you a little bit more of an idea of what this camera produces as far as quality in 1080p. And that pretty much wraps up my review. I am pretty impressed with this camera at this point, and I am going to continue doing some additional testing over the coming days, and hopefully we can start using this for new footage and upcoming live streams. So again, thank you for watching. Thank you for the support while I've been a little under the weather this past week, and I hope to be bringing out some new content very soon. Thank you and have a great day.